Imagine discovering strange human remains concealed beneath the waters of an ancient site. In this video, we will delve into such mind-boggling discoveries and discuss various archaeological wonders found in Finland. At number 1, we have a lake that became the site of one of the most popular unsolved homicides in history. Lake Bodom is a picturesque body of water surrounded by the lush forests of Espoo in Finland. With the shimmering waters and tranquil ambiance, the lake has been a famous tourist spot for decades. The lake's serene environment was disturbed when 3 teens were brutally stabbed and killed while camping there. On June 4, 1960, 15-year-olds Mila Ermeli Björklund and Anja Tulikimäki of Espoo, Finland set out for a camping trip. The 2 girls were accompanied by their 18-year-old boyfriends Seppo and Tero Boisman and Nils Wilhelm Gustafsson. Their evening at the campsite went smoothly. It wasn't until the early hours of the next morning that disaster struck. Sometime between 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. on the morning of June 5th, Björklund, Maki, and Boisman were stabbed and bludgeoned to death through their tent. An attempted attack on Gustafsson left him with a concussion, a fractured jaw, and several broken facial bones. Around 11 a.m., a runner named Risto Siren stumbled upon the bodies and alerted the police. Maki and Boisman's bodies were found inside the tent, but Björklund, Gustafsson's girlfriend, was found on top of the tent. Björklund was in the worst state of the victims and had clearly been stabbed even after her death. From the start, the crime scene was a confusing one. Several strange items were missing from the scene, adding another layer of mystery to the crime. For example, the keys to the teenagers' motorcycles were gone, but the motorcycles themselves hadn't been taken. Gustafsson's shoes were also missing, though they were later found roughly half a mile from the tent, along with parts of his clothing. The site became a scene of intense scrutiny by law enforcement, forensic experts, and curious onlookers alike. All had one question: who was behind this senseless slaughter? As the investigation began, it was reported that the police had failed to take official recordings of their findings and did not cordon off the area. Hence, the crime scene was left to contamination. The investigation spanned several decades, with various suspects under scrutiny in the Lake Bodom murders. Finally, police made an arrest 44 years after the murders. In March 2004, lone survivor Nils Gustafsson was arrested for allegedly killing his friends. The Finnish National Bureau of Investigation said they solved the murders using new forensic analysis. The blood of the 3 victims was found on Gustafsson's shoes, which were discovered hidden near the crime scene. Investigators said Gustafsson had been drinking the night of the crime and had killed his 3 companions out of rage. Gustafsson's defense argued that the murders were committed by 1 or more unknown perpetrators. Furthermore, they claimed that Gustafsson's severe injuries would have made it impossible for him to commit such an act. Ultimately, the defense won, and in 2005, Gustafsson was acquitted of all charges. He was also awarded 44,900 euros in damages for psychological trauma caused by the trial. To this day, however, the suspicion remains. No further suspect has been named, no other evidence has been found, and the Lake Bodom murders remains Finland's most horrifying and longest unsolved crime. Next, we have Levenlötä, a unique archaeological site in Isokiro, Finland. This ancient site has astounded scientists and historians because of its water burial customs, a practice rarely found elsewhere. The site dates back to the Iron Age, but a reanalysis in 2018 unveiled shocking secrets. Scientists uncovered the remains of 98 individuals buried in water. Now, water burials are already rare, but there was something else that shocked archaeologists. The bodies discovered were primarily women and children. This sparked curiosity about the cultural practices and beliefs prevalent during the time. Moreover, the bodies were well preserved. The oxygen-deprived environmental condition of the site prevented decomposition, thus preserving the DNA of the individuals. The DNA analysis of the human remains solidified another belief: the presence of the Sami people in southern Finland. Earlier studies had indicated this idea, but there has been no solid evidence until now. Experts have commented on the strange practice of water burials. They believe it was a burial site for people who lived outside the norm. While we discuss Finnish sites with horrifying histories of crime, let's delve into a place that stands at the opposite spectrum of intrigue. We are referring to the 3-country cairn in the westernmost tip of Finland. It is the tri-point where the boundaries of Finland, Sweden, and Norway meet. Located in the picturesque setting of Lake Oldejärvi, the 3-country cairn is marked by a stone in the water, and to reach it, a wooden platform has been built. The 3-country cairn is 489 meters above sea level. It is about 14 square meters in diameter and 4 meters high. It is a unique geographical point where visitors can stand with 1 foot in Finland, another in Sweden, and a hand in Norway. There are only a handful of places on Earth with such geographical significance. Reaching the 3-country cairn can be an adventure in itself. The spot can be found by taking the road from Kilpisjärvi or by boat, followed by a 3-kilometer walk. Finland is known for its ancient rock paintings. These significant archaeological findings provide insights into prehistoric cultures and artistic expressions. These rock paintings are primarily found in various locations throughout Finland and are estimated to date back thousands of years. One of the notable sites with ancient rock paintings in Finland is the Astavansalmi rock paintings, located in the country's southeastern part. These rock paintings are estimated to be 3,500 to 4,500 years old. They feature various motifs, including human figures, animals, boats, and geometric shapes. The paintings at Astavansalmi were known by locals long before an archaeologist called Mr. Pekka Sarvis discovered them in 1968. The rock facade used for the paintings was smoothed out by the last ice age, but an overhang remained intact and kept all the paintings safe from erosion all these years. A total of 65 pictures covered the expanse of the rocky facade. Even some women were depicted on the wall, which is rare in rock paintings. The Astavansalmi rock paintings hold great cultural significance and offer insight into ancient Finnish society. Environmental art celebrates nature and humanity's connection to it through creative expressions set within the natural landscape. An example of this idea could be found in Suomussalmi, Finland. Hiljainen kansa, commonly known as the Silent People, is an intriguing and somewhat eerie art installation that captivates visitors. The artwork was designed by artist and dancer Reijo Kela in 1988. On a faraway field alongside Highway 5, thousands of silent figures stand side by side. Their clothes sway gently in the wind. There are wedding dresses, straw hats, gumboots, and sharp business suits. The Silent People do not have distinct facial features, adding to their mysterious and haunting appearance. The purpose and symbolism behind the Silent People have been subjects of interpretation and speculation. Some view it as a representation of a community frozen in time. In contrast, others perceive it as a commentary on the passage of time and the transience of human existence. No matter the reason, the Silent People proves that art can evoke emotions, intrigue, and spark imagination. The installation is one of the most popular tourist attractions in Finland. Kummakivi means strange rock in Finnish. It is a fitting name for a huge balancing rock in the middle of nowhere in eastern Finland. Kummakivi is a natural rock formation that stands out for its bizarre appearance. It consists of 2 large stones, a massive boulder balanced horizontally on top of a smaller rock. The upper stone weighs around 50 tons and rests atop the smaller stone without visible support. This extraordinary formation has fascinated researchers due to its strange balancing act. The larger stone appears to defy gravity. It is resting atop the smaller one inexplicably. Ancient inhabitants could not move it, leading them to believe a supernatural force was at play. Finnish folklore attributes the rock's position to giants or trolls who are said to dwell in rocky landscapes and throw boulders around. However, geologists offer a more scientific explanation. They attribute the creation of Kummakivi to glacial movements during the last ice age. It is believed that the shifting and grinding of ice sheets deposited the larger rock on top of the smaller one, leaving it in its current position. The exact mechanism behind how Kummakivi maintains its delicate balance remains a subject of geological curiosity. Despite the passage of time and exposure to natural elements, the rock formation has retained its structure. The area has become a popular tourist spot, and thousands of people visit this wonder of nature every year. Which of these discoveries surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. As always, thank you for watching.